Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Brew Roots, where we tell the stories behind your favorite beer. This is Sound Guy Ryan, and joining me, as always, is Erica and Matt.
Yeah, this is not an old
good.
episode. This is just Ryan wanted to do a throwback.
Yeah, throwback. Throwback
Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
Oh, it is Tuesday. Yeah, Throwback
that can
Tuesday.
work.
But it's Throwback Thursday, right?
It is.
I don't know.
That's
No,
TBT,
it
but
could be whatever.
Yeah.
Tipsy Tuesday, Tipsy Thursday. What's the other one?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
I love tacos.
Yeah, but every once in a
Tacos.
while you can do it on a Thursday. So
I would eat tacos
there you
every
go.
day, so it doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
Boom. Done.
As long as the day ends with Y, tacos are for me. Is anyone going to
Cool
disagree
story.
with that?
No, no, I'm not disagreeing.
But hey,
Info@brewerits.com. We'll have that argument.
Yeah, sounds good.
but we're here. Again, what
Well,
a concept.
Kind of. Yeah.
We haven't released an episode in a while. We released an episode a couple weeks ago.
We did.
And this is the same little shenanigans trip that we're doing. We're at Penny Pinchers.
Yeah,
If you don't remember, we did this live interview, freshman class.
2020.
Yes, it was 2020.
Wow.
We were in a sound studio.
Yes.
We were.
Small Pond Studios.
We saw Jay
This was on
across
Facebook.
the screen.
Yep.
And I have to say, he's better looking in person.
Yes.
Would recommend.
Way hotter.
Perfect.
Yeah, 10 times hotter than over the cam.
And I don't know. We
all
had
the beard.
we had some technical difficulties during that Zoom interview, and we're experiencing a little technical difficulties here. So maybe you're just bad luck.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Cool. As long as you accept it,
I'm
know
okay
it.
with that.
Less
You're okay.
hours.
Well, I really want to make sure you're okay.
I'm all right.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So that Penny Pinchers episode is not available anywhere. Well,
No.
it's
It
probably.
might still be on Facebook, actually.
Let's tweet at Zuck. We'll say, "What up, Zuckerberg? Can you get that audio for us?"
I feel like it's still on Mass.
I think it's actually still on Mass Brewers
Guilds?
Facebook
Oh, really?
page. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if
But
you
check
want
it out.
if you want to listen to that, I'd go to the Mass Brewers Guilds and do that.
Check
I
out
guess.
our
It
original.
was a good time.
It was fun.
It was
we're,
fun.
We're gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, we're gonna. You guys are
Do
listening
it
for the first
all
time.
again. Here we
but
go.
better. We'll go
Buckle
into
in,
more
get ready.
details.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Jay, what's up?
Nothing much. What's going on?
Sick.
Very, very anticlimactic. He's like, "All right, I'm ready." Yo, what's up?
So what's changed with Penny Pinchers? What's up?
It's been a crazy year and a half.
A year and a half. Can you believe
Yeah,
that?
it's right. It's open in the middle of a pandemic. It was crazy in general, right?
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Food trucks and all that good stuff.
Yeah. I don't see a hot dog machine here.
No,
so-
no hot dog machines.
Yeah.
Chips. No.
Ooh,
No.
chips.
No, we got soft pretzels.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's a meal, right? Was that a
Oh
meal?
no, not for Millbury.
No.
No,
We had to have a food truck.
It was it was town to town.
Oh,
Some towns said, "Oh yeah, pretzels, awesome."
Yeah.
Others, no.
But we got through all that. And it's been great.
Awesome.
Upgraded the system already.
That's crazy. You upgraded after a year.
So what
Yeah.
have you gone to?
So we went from our 1-barrel system with 7. At one time, I had 7 1-barrel fermenters.
Wow.
So yeah, we filled up that little brew space back there, and then in about February, we upgraded to a 3.5-barrel system.
Awesome.
Cool.
So that's been really cool.
Still 7 fermenters.
No, actually, so we had 7 fermenters for a while, which
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
pain, right? Because you're just like filling each one up. But we did just get 3-barrel fermenters from
Awesome.
a brewery out in Colorado, Mash Mechanics.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, which is really cool.
Nice.
Is there like an online Craigslist for brewers or something?
There has to be, right?
Pro brewer.
Pro brewer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Duh.
So Penny Pinchers, we told the story before, but a lot of our listeners probably didn't see that, and they're not going to go to the Mass Brewers Guild. Like, I would.
They might, okay?
They might.
They're
Yeah.
here. They're here now.
This is nothing
So-
against the Mass Brewers Guild. It's just like anytime someone tells to me like go to that, I personally am not going to. So tell us the story of Penny Pinchers.
Yeah, for sure. So I got really into craft beer probably 16 years ago at this point in time.
Damn, you old.
I know.
Wow.
Probably comparatively to you guys.
No, I'm 32 now.
All right, so I'm still older than you, 38. So.
Good though.
Thanks. But yeah, so started home brewing. Actually, I bought a Groupon to learn how to home brew.
That's right,
Yeah.
right?
Groupon
Remember he
existed.
was
Still
pinching
does.
pennies, remember?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody used to laugh at me because like I'd be the guy who has like a coupon at Burger King at lunchtime, right? And it would be like, oh, a free Whopper with the buying another one, and I would like slide it over with my buddies, you know what I mean? Be like, oh, I get the free one, right? You know. But then that night, you know, we'd get together, and I'd have like a 4-pack of Dogfish Head for like $20 to $22,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, oh, I pinch my pennies where it counts, and then I spend good money on good beer, right? So that's kind of always been my philosophy.
It's a good philosophy to have.
Yeah, and then you know got into home brewing because of that, and just kind of over the years just been tinkering and developing recipes and that kind of stuff. And maybe about 5-6 years ago, my best friend actually he moved to Florida. We always talked about opening a brewery together, and he moved down there and started opening a brewery without me.
Rude.
So exactly,
What's the brewery called?
9 State Brewery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I wish it was called Florida
I
Man
know.
Brewery.
So you know, he kind of helped me like, yeah, go do some tastings, go do this, do some homebrew events. So I really started to do that, and you know, friends and family are always great, but
Yeah, they'll tell you they have the best stuff ever. Right?
always right.
Yeah.
But then they'll probably be like
Spitting out in the back room.
Yeah, we're all the best homebrewers here. you know,
Yeah.
exactly.
According to our families. Yeah.
But yeah, so I went to a couple homebrew events, did really well, and you know, we had all of our family and friends like come out and check it out, and they were actually impressed with, you know, the quality of the beer comparatively, right?
Yeah.
And then I did a few actual brew events. I snuck in there as a home brewer, which was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Until someone got a little mad and like tried to get us in trouble for it. But yeah, you know, then got really, really good feedback from, you know, just the craft beer consumer in general at that point.
Awesome.
And then I knew it was like, oh, if I don't try this, I'm just going to regret it, and I don't want to do that. So
What were your early beers then? Like, what were you pouring at like those events?
So funny thing.
Legally.
Yeah. So Couch Diver actually is one of the first beers I've ever brewed.
Oh, wow.
So
Awesome.
It was my like ode to a 60-minute.
Okay.
You know, so it's like an original East Coast IPA, really bitter. Not, you know, it's not everybody comes in and they're like, oh, East Coast, New England style. I'm like, no.
Ghost Rider.
So,
Rethink your decisions here.
exactly. So
Watch people die inside.
so at the pouring events, I actually had Couch Diver, Vacation Fund, and Potty Mouth, which are our 3 core beers that we have today. So I had those.
Nice.
And then I always had like something different that I was trying out.
What were your crazy different beers back then?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you remember?
I did a blueberry pie.
Okay.
So I brought that one to Hudson, and people really loved that. So
Yep.
we did blueberry.
Was that Spirit Hudson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having that
Nice.
there. Yeah.
Nice.
So we did like blueberry with like graham crackers in it.
Yep. Yep.
You know, try to get the pie taste. And then, you know, I'll try anything. Like, I mean, fast forward to now.
Yeah,
you know,
right,
Like
yeah.
I got, we just did a peanut butter Hefeweizen.
Oh, God.
Ryan tried
That's
that.
most of the time.
Yeah,
That's the
right,
reaction
right.
we get from people. But they're just like, "What did you do to this?" But you know what? It's actually been really, really good.
I mean, I get it. Like, I like bananas.
I was
and
saying,
I like
banana
peanut butter.
and peanut
like,
butter.
I get it.
That's not.
It's not.
a bad like combination.
Yeah, if you were like, I did celery, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? That would be crazy.
Yeah, we did that last fall. I think after we talked to you guys, I did a sweet potato amber ale.
I like sweet potato beers.
Really?
I've had one before as like a dark beer. I don't know if
Okay.
yours was dark or not.
So
but-
it was like a good like amber dark
Okay.
amber color.
That's cool. Yep.
And we put 5 pounds of fluff in the.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
So it was.
That's
so it
fucking
was
Okay.
Thanksgiving right
Take
there.
all that
Yeah.
back.
So it was sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, I would fuck
Ryan's
with
like-
that.
Totally.
Nah, 10 out of 10 don't recommend it. Yeah. No, it was actually really funny. Before we started recording, we had this conversation. I had the Hefeweizen.
The peanut butter half.
Power Beer
Yeah.
Fest.
Yes, at Power Beer Fest. And I literally told him, like, nah, man, this ain't it. This ain't it. I don't like when
I
people
don't know,
put shit in
man.
beer that shouldn't be in beer.
That's awesome.
I was already half in the bag at that point, so it
I was not. That was like the beginning of my day. I was like, let's go, you know. But I told him, I'm like, hey, it doesn't make it a bad beer. It's just not what I like. But I tried it.
Good for you.
You know,
bro.
I tried
I
it.
appreciate that. Like, we do get a lot of beer drinkers in that will come in and they'll be like, it's not my taste. And
Yeah.
I love that. Nothing worse than when someone's just like, "Ugh." and they have no reason why. You know what I mean? Like they just like, you know.
But I mean, I'm having what am I having right now? It's a IPA, right? It was the West Coast.
Yeah, so you're in the yard sale series. So
Yeah.
that's our experimental stuff.
Very good. I enjoy it.
Number 26, Guava West Coast IPA.
Yeah, see, guava West Coast, right? I was like,
Different.
interesting combo.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like it. Very good.
Yeah.
You know?
So let's talk about your yard sale series. Is this just like a throw everything in there, whatever you got, kind of an idea?
Leftover.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of works out that way. You know, part of me starting this was, you know, it's like the homebrew roots, right? And it's like, that's the fun thing about this is just trying new stuff and throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks. So one of my biggest things is I definitely wanted to have a yard sale series where we could just try new stuff and, you know, just get crazy, you know? So,
Yeah. Have any of them become like your core lineup? Have any of them?
Yeah. So actually I'm drinking right now. Well, it's almost gone.
Gonna have to have a refill.
Yeah, I know. Rainy Day Fund. So that's the first beer that's come out of the yard sale series.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
a Cloudberry Blonde Ale.
What?
Cloudberry.
Cloudberry is a real berry.
Clouds have berries.
Yeah, you guys.
Where do you?
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Listen, how much weed has been smoked for this?
No, where does Cloudberry originate from? Where can
Where can someone find
Can I,
cloudberries?
go, can I go cloudberry picking?
Yeah, you could. So they're naturally they naturally grow wild in Arctic regions.
Okay.
So that's why we're not used to.
That makes
we don't see
sense.
that.
Cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like I mean,
Eskimos.
It just sounds
Exactly.
like it sounds like a berry straight out of like an MMO.
I know.
You
Yeah.
It's like oh, you need to get me 20 cloudberries,
Yes.
or you'll die.
That's awesome. What do they even taste like? What is the flavor profile?
Well, we're gonna
cloudberry?
find out. We're gonna have this beer.
Yeah, you
we're
guys-
we're
Oh,
gonna,
are
we're
we?
gonna figure this
Okay.
out. We're gonna figure
Okay.
this
Well,
out.
I still want to know.
do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, you
before?
should still tell me.
Wait, no, we should guess.
Okay, what is your guess?
Clouds taste like cotton candy.
No, I would say it would probably have more of a earthy flavor.
Being the Arctic region?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm taking it back. Mine tastes like a
But
blue
it would
raspberry
have
icy.
it would have very natural. It would have like
I
a
was
natural
saying,
sweetness.
maybe like a clean sweet.
yeah, clean
Because
sweet.
like it's higher elevation.
I want to be
why
right
that
so
makes sense,
badly.
but
I'm not.
I don't know.
So Google will tell you that it is comparative to a strawberry, but sweeter and tartar.
Oh,
And
I'd say blue,
tartar.
blue icy is pretty close. I'm not
Interesting.
gonna
All
lie.
right. All right.
So
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, some people get a lot of
Cool.
berry flavor from it, which
Yeah.
is cool, and then there's a lot of people that call it like sweet tarts. Like they just think that it like tastes like sweet tarts. So
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, you
Fascinating.
go to a restaurant and you see something, you're like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I want to try it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Right?
that type of person,
Yeah.
right? So, like,
That's what's cool about this place.
I'm not. I am not. Like I don't know what the fuck that is. I ain't getting it.
but it's funny. I have become that person with beer a little bit, because I am a traditional beer drinker. right?
Yeah.
But like, I am such a fucking sucker if they're like cacao nips and fluff.
Something different. I'm so.
I
yeah.
need to have this. You
I'm
know?
definitely
It's
always
like,
interested
yeah.
in trying it.
Yeah.
I honestly always want a full pint of it, but like,
I need to have
I'll
a
try
sip.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. Give me a
yeah.
sip.
I usually
City poo.
commit. I'll commit to the full pint.
Good for you.
Yes,
Right?
yeah.
I will
does.
100%.
Mine does.
Yes.
You're a gangster, dude.
Yeah. Big balls. That's what I
peanut
told
butter.
Jay. I'm like big
no
balls.
peanut butter.
No.
No. I'll drink the whole thing.
Okay, good.
I won't enjoy
You'll hate it.
but I'll drink the whole thing.
Yeah, but see, I like that you're authentic about it. You're like, that's the best beer I've ever had. Because I'm sure people have been like, I love this. It's great.
Oh yeah.
No.
Then they're on fucking
You must
Untappd.
have great Untappd reviews.
I hate peanut butter stouts.
Why do they make this, and why am I drinking it?
Oh man, you know, we actually do decent on Untapped as much as I hate Untapped.
We can get into
You
that.
know,
No,
I,
sure, yeah,
I,
want to, whatever,
I
yeah.
bet you do really well on Untapped because
Of the extremes,
of the
maybe?
extremes. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like people that
Can't compare
are-
it to anything.
People who use Untappd like the extreme stuff. They like the
True.
extreme double IPAs. They like the extreme pastry stouts. They like the experimental shit, right? They're gonna be like, oh my god, who would have thought peanut
Ew,
butter
a lager?
in a Hefeweizen?
Well, I mean,
mind blown.
you can go to
right
any-
5 fucking caps.
The thing is a lot of people, you can go to any town and get pizza, right? But like, it might not be the best pizza in the world. But if that one pizza place has like a fucking different pizza,
Well, that
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
rules, right?
Yeah.
it's different.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different.
I think a lot of times we look under the guise of like, this is craft beer and you need something like a lager to be decocted and perfect and beautiful. And like, I certainly appreciate the shit out of that because that's very hard to do.
Right.
But it's like, fuck, I want to try something different too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Untapped is tough. Right?
Yeah. Tell us why you fucking hate it.
So I used to love. I love Untapped. Like as a consumer.
16 years. Like,
Yeah,
drinking
for
it.
sure.
Yeah,
Makes
like,
You know
I
what?
love
You
it.
would be the
Right.
person
Like-
who would love Untapped. I get it. All right.
Right.
No,
So
I
let's
loved
go.
it too. Trust me.
No, I mean, I have
sucks
like,
now,
you know,
though.
whatever, 2,000 something check-ins, right? You know,
Right,
like,
right.
And I try to only check in a beer once. And
Definitely.
You take a picture.
no pictures. Yeah, I don't know. The pictures are weird, I guess.
Pictures are weird, man.
No, but like at the end of the day, I always rated it for myself.
Yeah. Not for others.
Not for others, not for the brewery.
So you were keeping
Yeah.
more of a log.
Exactly. And I mean, I just assume that that's kind of what everybody is. And I feel like that's what most people
Yeah.
do.
Well,
I
they
did
know.
it for the achievements.
Okay, there you go.
You're like a Pokemon.
I want the
Yeah.
badges.
I gotta collect them all.
Badges, yeah. But right, so it's like, you know, I rate a beer, anything that's 3 or over is something that I would try again. So that way, if I'm at a bar,
Yeah.
right?
Would you be pissed
Sure,
if your
how
beer
many
was
times-
rated?
How many beers have you guys had, right? It's like you
Yeah.
go to a bar and you're like, fuck, I can't remember, you know?
No, it's true.
So then
It's
you
true.
look and you're like, okay, I can narrow it down, right? Like there's nothing that I see new that I haven't had.
Yeah.
What do I like best out of there?
Yeah.
The problem then translates when you actually own a brewery, right? You get people
like,
that come in.
So would you be pumped with a 3-star rating?
So you know what? Like, I try not to. I look at it and
Yeah.
I go on and I purposely toast everybody,
Aw.
right? Because
That's
I'm
nice.
like, you know what? Like, because that's
You took the
You
time.
checked
took
in,
the time
right.
to check
Yeah.
in this beer,
Yeah.
which means it means something.
exactly. So you know, negative, positive, whatever it is. I check. I toast.
Oh, the
them.
negatives
you for
must
the
feel
feedback.
so good when you toast it.
Oh,
Like,
it
come
is,
on.
it is.
Yeah, it's like,
There's only been one person I've had to actually comment on because I just couldn't. I was like, I have to, you know, whatever. But
Can't hold back.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's just tough because, you know, I've had people come into the brewery who have literally just found us on Untapped. That's their way that they found us. They went on
Interesting.
there, they,
Yeah.
they looked for breweries.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of breweries around
Exactly.
here. Yeah,
There's,
yeah.
you know, in just around here, there's 3, and then, you know, we're so close to Worcester that, you know, there's another 5 or
Wormtown.
6,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
So they were like, you had really good ratings out of the people that were the closest to you, so we came here.
Awesome.
And I'm like, well, that sucks, right? I mean, it's great that you did, but like,
Yeah.
imagine if my ratings dropped. Now I'm at the mercy of all of that, right? So I'm
Right.
like,
Do you
wow,
hear that
sucks.
story often, though?
Enough where it makes me worried, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those things where it started out as a good thing, but then it could hurt people. you
It's
know?
funny, vice versa. You could be a really highly rated brewery, and someone goes to your brewery and they're like, "Wow, your beer is actually not that great." Just because all of your friends rate yourself really high constantly,
Yeah.
you become highly rated. And
Yeah.
Imagine. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Shit
let's
on
hear it.
Untapped.
I wanna hear
right?
your story.
Shitty video game. Pay to win on Untapped. You can pay to be better.
I bet you can.
I'm sure there's.
I don't think,
right?
as of right now, I don't think you can.
Your
So-
menu's not an Untapped
But
menu.
imagine.
Oh,
Not exactly,
Exactly.
but again, you could have all of your family and friends constantly come here and rate your stuff
I mean,
5
you could-
stars.
what if-
Yeah,
if
but
you
you
went-
can
Right.
also pay to delete reviews.
Jay's been paying me to do it this whole time.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
don't even know.
Here we go. So to kind of round this conversation, if you could change one thing about Untapped, if you were like the CEO of Untapped
Yeah.
for a day, what would you change?
Man, I don't know. I think I'd take the ratings away.
Yeah, fuck yes.
I think I'd take the ratings away and just make
Yeah.
it like a checklist. Like, hey,
Yeah,
the
I
login.
went and I had this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe personal, like you can see the rating for yourself,
Yeah.
but it's not something
Not public.
It doesn't, like your brewery doesn't get a number, right?
Yeah.
Or if your brewery did get a number, it's only visible to the brewery.
Maybe, sure. Yeah.
Would that be
I
all right?
feel like that would be fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would probably give you a good sense of how
People would stop using it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
well-
definitely, you know, you get people in here that they just want to rate.
Yeah.
You're bad. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But
when I first started using Untapped, I used it. I rated beer, right? 100%. I'm guilty. I'm
an
guilty
asshole.
of it. Yeah. But I didn't ever rate a beer very low because I hated the brewery, right? So I use it as like, okay, I know I will hate this.
Yeah.
Right. And I was exploring because I was new. I was like, oh, what is this peanut
What a
butter
noob.
stout?
Yeah.
Right.
you were trying
Right? We'll bring that back full circle. But you know,
I'm going to pull out that can. We're all going to try it because you guys haven't.
Yes.
So-
Yes.
you know,
Let's do it.
Once I understood how it affected the breweries, I stopped rating all beer.
He's moved beyond this.
Yes, I stopped rating all beer. I would just check in, and I would write something. I'd be like, not my thing.
Yeah.
Or
1 star.
No, Ryan.
awesome. No, I wouldn't rate it.
I know.
But that way, when
0.75.
if I forgot, because again, we all drink a lot of different beer.
Hate sours, 1 star.
100%. That's it. Why'd you buy a sour?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, why'd you get the sour?
I'd be like, not for me. Or I really like this. I'm excited to see what it does next, right? Because a lot of these smaller breweries, they'll tweak it, and it'll get better and better and better and better, right? Yeah. So that's how I tracked mine. That's how I kind of first and then ended up in Untapped. So I get what you're saying. Get rid of the the rating system, right? Complete bullshit.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like it will level the playing ground too, right? Like, because you just get some breweries, I think to your point, where they're, they have a lot of people.
Yeah.
They have
Monsters.
fans. That
Yeah.
just-
Fans,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
like I always get the Haze Boys in.
Yeah.
And we don't, as you can see on my tap list, we try to stay away from a hazy IPA.
Well,
That's so funny
And,
considering your
I want to
crazy brewing
Yeah.
profile.
I think we should get back into that.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get into that
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
But we have to keep our lights on.
Do we?
We do.
We don't
We've
like
been
to
bad
record
at the
in-
last couple of months,
We
so
can
we're going
record
to
in
keep.
the dark. I don't know.
Oh, recording in the dark.
It'd be
Brew Roots
fun.
after dark.
Be fun.
That could be something.
That could be a
else.
thing.
That would be $15 a month. All right. Well, take it away, sound guy Ryan.
Did you know that your favorite Massachusetts breweries use hops from a local family-owned hop farm right here in Massachusetts?
Our friends over at 4 Star Farms are there for you whether you're a commercial brewery or a small batch home brewer.
Make sure to head over to their website today and get your hands on some of the best and freshest hops available locally. Cheers.
At our local homebrew shop, Beer and Wine Hobby, you can get everything you need to make beer, wine, cider, cheese, and more. Not sure where to start? They have knowledgeable staff there to help. Beer and Wine Hobby is family owned and located in Danvers, Massachusetts. Visit their website, beer-wine.com, and use our promo code BREWROOTS for 10% off your online order today.
Shirts on Tap is the box subscription service for craft beer lovers. Each month, Shirts on Tap partners up with 7 different breweries from across the country and collaborates on a sweet custom shirt design. We've been teamed up with Shirts on Tap since the inception of the podcast and are proud to announce a new promo code for all of our listeners. To get your first shirt for $5 off, go to the link in our description below and use the promo code. And remember, drink better beer, wear better shirts.
Yeah. So we're back. We got the
Are
cloudberry.
we did. Definitely. I think Trix. I think Trix is definitely the good way to explain that.
And it's not strictly for kids.
It's
You were dying to make that comment.
Yes,
Oh my
100%.
God.
I love
this
it.
beer is for
Ryan loves
everyone.
the movie Ted 2, apparently.
Yes.
The Liam Nielsen scene, right?
Yes.
So specifically is what he
Yeah.
quoted. Yes. Mm.
No, I like it. I would fuck with that quite a bit, actually. So,
Just saying.
but we were talking about hazy IPAs, right? Like, obviously, we're in New
Haze
England,
boys.
and everyone sells a hazy IPA
For sure.
and you're doing a bunch of weird shit,
Yep.
but like cool.
Okay.
That people are excited for.
The coolest weird shit
What
around.
makes you stay away from the hazies?
You know what?
And I applaud you for that, by the way. So that's
Thank
not
you.
yeah.
You know what? It's just one of those things where you can go to any brewery and there's 250 of them in Mass, and there's probably 10 of them on their list. You know what I mean? On their board. And I love them. Don't get me wrong. I'll drink hazies all day. But at the end of the day, it's like they start to get like all together. You know, oh, the Citra hop or this hop, and it's like
all taste the same.
everything starts to taste the same when you get 5 or 6 of them, right? You know? and I'll be honest, I'd love to just sit down and drink beers. I mean, obviously, I'm ahead of you guys back there already.
Yeah, we started before you, buddy.
That's true.
I've been drinking since last night.
But right. So like, you know, most of the stuff on our tap board is we just try to stay a little bit different than what you're going to get everywhere else.
A little bit different. I like how you phrase that.
You're borderline
being a dick.
I'm not. No, he's not. It's awesome though. It's
such a jerk.
He's fine.
No, I find it really interesting, because there are some beers on this boat that I do enjoy that are very, very, very different. I wouldn't expect having them be like, oh yeah, I'll fuck with that cloudberry fucking, It's like, come on, like I wouldn't think that. I like them. I enjoy them.
That's good. That's nice.
Yeah, we try to have something on there for everybody. I think that's our main goal. I don't care if you come in and you rate, 6 of the things on the tap board on Untappd bad, as long as there's one there that you enjoyed, I'm okay with that,
So you have Mug Club beers,
I was just about to ask. That's so funny.
Those are kind of like only for the
cool kids.
The VIPs.
So we have a Mug Club.
Do you have a name for your mug club?
We don't have a name for the
Oh, you should have.
Yeah, you
one.
need to find it. Yeah. Oh my God. What? Come on.
know.
Better name for that.
piggies.
We'll have to think about it.
Piggies. That's a terrible but funny name. Little piggies.
I'll have to think on that.
Anyways.
That's a good.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, a lot of mud clubs they'll have like a name.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're up at night and like anxious, like just think
can
of
think
mug
about
club
that.
names. Yeah. So much than thinking about
But
impending
anyways,
death.
you have 2 beers for just the Mug Club. Is
So
that-
part
Well,
of
one's a
being in the
seltzer.
Mug Club is we don't say seltzer here. We don't like seltzers.
Spiked water. Sorry,
Yeah, we call
Okay.
it spiked water because
Good.
it's our version of a seltzer.
it's not a seltzer.
So it's
We don't say seltzer.
It's not as bubbly.
Okay, cool.
So we kind of like carb it up more
not
like
as
a beer.
bubbly.
Yeah, so it's a little bit smoother. It's almost more like drinking like flavored water than anything. But yeah, so the Mug Club only is like week or 2 before we release it to the public. That's the
gotcha. They
perk,
get like the
is-
pre-release.
Yeah, they get to.
Okay.
Yeah, but what happens if they drink through it? Good for you.
That's awesome, right? Like, I mean, and it's happened, like
Really?
yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
So the other beer that will be the next that comes out of the yard sale series, that will get a name and stuff is the coffee. It's a cold brew coffee porter.
Cool.
Delish.
We partnered with a coffee company in Rhode Island, Fundati.
Okay.
They do. Have you ever seen these drip towers?
Yes.
Right? Like they have these giant drip towers. When they first started, they had little ones.
Yep.
They had 8 little ones.
I think I've seen
And it only
this.
makes like 8
Yeah,
ounces,
yeah,
right?
Oh my
And
God.
they would literally put it on in the morning, and then they would be able to do their rush, and then they'd have to do it again at noontime, so that way they could get there the rest of the day, and then they'd put it on again at night, so that way they would be ready for the next morning. So at first, when we first partnered, it was really tough to get the amount of coffee we needed.
Yeah.
But now they have giant like
Cylinder.
towers.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
crazySo, but their coffee's phenomenal. I haven't had any cold brew as good as theirs. Cool. They've been voted Rhode Island's best coffee twice, 2 years in a row. Now, so.
Fascinating.
Yeah, which is really cool. So,
Nice.
but that one, we released it on National Donut Day last year.
That's awesome.
And we like had a little like
Espresso.
donut hole. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Espresso donut hole.
Yeah.
We did like a rim on it and everything.
Fuck yeah.
And it was gone.
That's
It went in a
So-
weekend, and then there was
Wow.
nobody could get it. So yeah,
All right. Oh, cool.
So you're making craft beer fun.
try. We try to.
There are people who are traditionalists, and that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not nothing
I'm
wrong
talking
with
about
that.
that. Yeah.
But things should be fun.
For sure.
I mean, how many people get into craft beer because it's fun, right? They into homebrewing. Homebrewing's not fun. I'm going to be like 100% honest with you.
You don't think so?
It's messy as all hell. It takes forever. And like the beer you make, because you can't have the best temperature control and all that stuff.
Okay.
Well, you can.
You have to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
The price of admission is not like, hey, I'm going to get a brew in the barrel system and it's going to be really good.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
Beer should be fun though. You're doing it for
No,
fun.
yeah, that's what it is, right? It's a passion project more than anything, and we just have a good time. We just throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks sometimes, which is a lot of fun.
I also want to talk about glassware. And I don't talk about it a lot, right?
Yeah.
But you guys are using they're not Ball, it's Care, I guess. Like canning glasses.
I think Ball owns them.
Yeah, right? They must, right?
This is their market basket brand of
Yes, yeah.
Like a mason job.
But so why in this
I can tell you what,
direction.
penny pinchers.
Right? Okay. So
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just fits in with the theme, right? Like, how many times have you guys gone to a bar or a brewery and they have like fancy, labeled glassware, and then you just throw it in your bag? Let's be honest.
I mean, I've never done that, but I know people
from
who
time
really?
to time.
Okay, there we go. All right. There's one honest one in the group.
Yes.
No, but that's it, right? So I was like, oh man, I can't justify.
People
buying
can't
all
steal
these
my glasses.
and they're just gonna steal them all. And you know what? And it's like, if these breaks, whatever, it's easy to replace them, right?
You go to the grocery store and buy a couple, right?
Exactly, right? So,
all right.
And then I kind of actually fell in love. We have mini ones.
Cool. Oh, that's actually awesome.
So I fell in love
Very
with those.
cute.
And then it was like, oh, that makes all sense.
Super photogenic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were like planning on opening a brewery, what are some of the breweries that you went to and you're like, this is kind of, I want to borrow from here, I want to borrow from here?
So
inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration. All right. So
I say borrow.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not stealing. Right?
I mean, whatever. Everything's been done at this point, right?
Exactly.
So, I mean, Dogfish Head's always been a huge one for me. I love their business model. I love the way that they take pride in their beer, and they'll throw out a batch of 120, right? Which is like blows my mind to this day,
right?
Especially when it's so loosey-goosey, right? It's like, oh, it can be anywhere between 18 and 20%, and it's going to be different every time. And it's like they've always been that way, and and everybody's okay with craft beer, especially at our scale, right? Nano brewery, like people are like, oh, I expect it to be the same, but if it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but
right?
the thing is like I call bullshit on that like
You
a
think
lot.
so?
Because I don't know if people's palates are that refined that are like
that they can tell?
average beer drinker.
Okay,
you mean educated idiots?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
I love that.
I don't know.
But if you have that one person who's here like all the time, and they've had, your couch diver, right? Every single weekend, and all of a sudden it's a little different. They might notice.
They might notice,
right?
but like the average beer drinker who's going to each craft brewery,
right? The average person might not.
Yeah.
But your super fan,
I'm not calling bullshit on you. I'm calling bullshit on like the whole like consistency is so important, because like if you had a beer that was clear and then the next week it's hazy, it's like what the fuck's going on, right?
Yes and no.
It happens.
Right?
So it happens.
So that's one of our dings that we get from people all the time. They'll be like, "Hey, last time I got this, it was clear, right? And now it's hazy." And it's usually because we don't filter anything.
Yeah.
So everything is just natural, and then once you put it in the keg, everything just starts to drop out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then if it's been sitting for a good week or so in the keg, but a lot of times I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah.
So I'll literally
time to settle.
Yeah, we'll keg something and put it on.
It might be a little green.
15 hours. Not even like 5 hours, right? Like we'll keg it that morning and then it's on the tap list. So, you'll get it and you'll be like, whoa, but it tastes the same. It just now it's hazy.
Different.
Yeah, exactly. So,
you guys hitting any trials and tribulations with the CO2 shorties?
Thankfully, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. Yeah.
Seriously.
No.
Is it a thing? Is it real?
No,
So
it's not.
You don't think so?
It
I don't
is
know.
real.
It's not.
I don't know.
I've talked to a couple breweries, and they've called bullshit on.
No.
What's happened with Night Shift? Come on.
No, there are breweries that are actually not breweries, but the homebrew shops. My homebrew shop does not have CO2 right now. We cannot get CO2. Like, it's definitely a thing. I think it depends on who you work with, right? What company you're working with.
Yeah,
some companies have it, some companies don't, depending on where they're getting their gas from.
So I think boil it down to if you want to be cheap or not, right? So
Yeah.
right. So for me, CO2 is my lifeline.
Yeah, of course.
Right? It's like it's like electricity.
Right, you're going to pay
transfer
good
it with
money for
everything,
it.
yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
So for me, I was a no-brainer to sign a contract.
Yeah.
But a lot of breweries don't sign a contract,
Right,
and they just
right.
call up, whenever they need CO2, and they're like, "Hey, let me get CO2." But now,
But they can't because they're already contracted with you
Yes.
and other breweries.
exactly.
So
I haven't had a problem.
Knock
The
on
price,
wood.
knock on wood. The price has gone up a couple of times only because they're like, if we get it from a different supplier or something like that, like it's going to be a mess. But I don't even care about that. As long as I have a full tank.
Exactly.
Of CO2, right.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we haven't had any issues, and that is my thinking is that I've signed on with somebody and they're going to give me CO2, versus other breweries have not signed on and now they're probably paying for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
It's a tough thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So you had a co-owner at one point, right? A partner.
Yeah.
And I know you guys amicably kind of separated.
For sure.
But now, rumor has it, you guys are majority
Female-owned?
woman-owned.
Yeah.
Majority women owned. So
What?
That's badass.
yeah, for sure. No, the
Women are way smarter than men, so that was way better than that's a way.
they run the business better than I do.
Yeah.
I take care of the. I stay with the beer, and they take care of the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
So which works out really well. It's my wife and 2 of our business partners, and they're awesome.
Kudos for you having a business with your wife.
Yeah.
And that works, and you guys are still happily, quote unquote, married.
2 kids, happily married.
Love it.
Own a brewery. So
Beautiful.
The new American dream. Screw the picket fence. We want a brewery.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, there's beer involved, right? So
Yeah,
you can't not be
exactly.
happy, right?
Right.
No, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, she handles all the marketing stuff, and so which is awesome.
I'm not that I'm minimizing the brewing stuff, but that's
That's a job in
that's
itself.
such a hard job.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you make? There's so many breweries, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about this.
How do you stand out?
Yeah, how do you stand out? That's a hard job
Yeah.
because
It is.
algorithms change, people's tastes change. It's like you gotta have TikTok, all this bullshit. you know?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is she does a phenomenal job, like staying on brand. Right,
That's
It's
huge. I
it's,
agree.
Our name's Penny Pinchers, and then it's like we got the pigs, and it's like the piggy bank and all that kind of stuff, and then
And the names of the beers.
the names
too,
of the beers,
Yeah.
everything kind of goes together and flows really well. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
When you were first opening, is there one thing you wish you did differently?
I probably would have bought a canner. Either
Are you doing a mobile canning line coming in? Or
no.
hand scene?
Actually, we went to a competitor's brewery, and they kindly let us use their canner, which was awesome.
Awesome.
First time we did, and that was the first time we did.
Not really a competitor at that point.
Nah,
really
yeah,
a friend.
for sure. No,
Yeah.
you know what? They're great friends. So it was good. And we always we'll help them out. They'll help us out whenever we can and stuff like that. True like brewing community kind of thing,
Spill the
Yeah.
beans. Who?
Rushford.
I was about to say,
you guys, I think you just
obviously
right?
Come on
Yeah,
now.
for sure. Yeah, our kids. I know Mike for a little while now. Like since we both opened up, and our kids went to school together and stuff like that.
Your
So,
breweries are kind of like the yin and the yang.
For sure,
love it.
like
For sure, yeah.
it works really well. You know what I mean? Like because
I would love to see a collaboration between the two.
so actually we
Right?
have one on the books, but
Yes.
he has
Scheduling sucks. We
Yeah,
get
that's
it.
what it is,
Yeah.
right? So I talked him into because he's so traditional,
Right.
And I'm so like far fetched. I thought a Groot would be great.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Let's
Because-
go.
right? Because it's
You can
like
get kind of crazy with it, but it's also like traditional.
right? So
right?
and he loved that idea.
He must have loved
That's
that
awesome.
idea.
Loved it. He was like, "Oh my god, yeah, my first crazy beer, right?" So, yeah.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Yeah. It's
Crazy, but still traditional.
I fuck with that. I like
That's awesome.
grits.
Yeah. That's
There's not a lot of good grits around anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
Earth Eagle's the only one that I know that.
Yeah,
take their
and
name off of it.
there's ever since what's his face left. It's been a hit or miss, really. Some people love it still. They're like diehard Grit fans, and they love it. But there's not a lot
I
of
can't wait
breweries.
for that collab.
Yeah, no, it'll be
Definitely
a
gonna
lot
have to
of
hit
fun.
us up.
I
And
kind of
we'll
want
be
to.
down.
I kind of want to videotape it all.
Yeah,
that's fine,
yeah. Invite us to
That's
the brew
good.
day. We'll come down.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. So in order for us to go to the brew day, we need to have sponsors that pay for this stuff. So
Gas.
gas.
It's expensive now, so we need sponsor money and stuff.
So take it away,
Sound guy.
Ryan.
Are you a solo artist, band, podcaster, or anyone else who needs recording services?
Well, we got a place for you where your vision can become a reality.
Welcome to Small Pond Studios, built by hand with heart and sweat equity by musicians for musicians.
Go to smallpondstudios.io to reach out to get more information. And make sure you let them know that Brute sent you. Hey, Sound Guy Ryan here. Didn't know if you heard, but we're a part of the Hopped Up Network. There you'll find other informative podcasts about beer. So go ahead, follow them on social media, and visit them on their website, hoppedupnetwork.com, to learn more about the people, beer, and breweries from around the country. And until next time, thanks for listening. Cheers.
So we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Da-da-da.
I had the spiked water.
Yeah, how was that spiked water?
This is
Better
not
than
saying
his.
much. Yeah, that's not saying much. That's like a backhanded compliment. I know what you're saying though. It is less carbonated.
Yeah.
But it does have that little bit of carbonation in it. So it's pleasant. It's pleasant to drink. You achieve the pina colada flavor.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool.
Because I think coconut is a hard flavor.
It
That
is.
and peach. Like peach and coconut
yeah.
are like the hardest things to achieve.
All right.
So good job.
Thanks. Yeah.
You were like questioning. You're like, oh, you don't
Is
think you
it
like
hard?
it? I like it. Yeah. I like it.
It's always a tough one because, like, you get a lot of beer drinkers who normally don't like seltzers. They're not going to
but
like it.
why?
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So,
I don't know. We were talking about this with our previous brewery, and we're like, yeah, but the seltzers are good. Like,
Yeah.
they are pretty good.
yeah. Depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Well, no,
are
if
some
it's a good
seltzers,
seltzer,
yeah,
though,
it's tough, you know?
it's enjoyable. Like, seltzers are enjoyable if it's done right.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Do you see the craft beer industry becoming more craft, like seeing craft seltzers and like more
I think so. I think.
deviating from a White Claw?
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? It's like, your White Claw is your Bud Light of seltzers, right? At this point, and
Yeah.
and people loved it when it came out, and now the craft beer has taken it over, and they're like, okay, what can I do with this? You know?
Yeah.
But then you see things like Bud Light soda. And it's like, how crazy is it going to get at this point? And then when will
You
that
gotta remember,
penetrate
right?
into
They're giant, right? So
Yeah.
how are they going to make more money?
What's
you know?
next?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right. Same thing with like Sam Adams. Like, love them,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
But at the end of the day, right? Like, they're everywhere. you
Yeah.
know?
They're
And
also giant.
They're
Yeah.
giant, right? So
Yeah.
how do they make more money? They buy breweries, right?
Yeah,
They
I
buy
know.
other breweries or they invest in other breweries, and that's more revenue stream for them, right?
Right.
So, it's the same thing with Bud Light. They'll make sodas. They'll probably start giving you milk soon.
Can't wait. Bud milk.
milk, Bud milk. As long as it's skim, I'm good. No, what I appreciate about you've taken the Penny Pincher name and you've embraced it, right? Like, I mean, all your beers, yard
Are
sale.
you saying
Like,
he's
you
cheap
got a
ass?
yard
What are
sale
you
in here.
saying?
No. But when you think penny pinchers,
Yeah.
you think like, oh, well, like it's going to be cheap. But like the beer itself, it's very good.
Thank you.
So awesome.
Yeah.
You fooled people with the name.
Yeah, my wife is not the biggest fan of the name. From a marketing perspective,
Yeah.
to your point, right? Like, she's like, everybody's gonna think it's cheap beer. Like, how do you sell a beer for
Yeah, but the
$8,
thing
$9,
is
right?
like-
And it's like,
But it's a
I don't know, but
story
like, what's the
behind
best,
it.
most
I don't know.
exciting thing in the world? Like when you go to a Red Sox game, right? You're like, you say, oh, the Red Sox lost. The beer was $13,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like,
No, so
it's
so
like,
true.
yeah, cheap beer is the fucking best. Like
Also,
if you
your
can get
logo
cheap beer,
is
yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
and it all makes sense when you put it together. Like, I don't think cheap. I just think, I don't know, just pigs and shit. Like, I don't know. It's great. Like,
And shit. I also appreciate that your beer
Oh.
is between $7 and $9.
yeah,
right.
for sure.
That,
Yeah,
That's
We're
pretty
definitely,
typical for the area.
yeah, I think so. We do get a lot of people that come in and say that we're underpriced. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah.
and I think that's a luxury that we have because we're so small.
Yeah.
I think we can play with the pricing, we can play with the flavors of the beer, we can do all that kind of stuff because we're just tiny.
Yeah.
If I had to finance a 10-barrel brew system and 13 fermenters, you know what I mean? Like, it would be different, right?
Different,
I'd
yeah.
have
Right.
10 New England hazies on there.
But are you thinking about doing something like that?
I mean, I think we all have aspirations to get bigger.
You wouldn't be in business if you wouldn't. Yeah.
Right. I think at the end of the day, I don't even know if it's about business. I really love the idea of just being able to switch my normal day job out for this, right? Because, like, don't forget, like,
Yeah.
me and my business partners all still have our day jobs.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to just do this full
Just
time.
do one job?
Yeah.
What?
Because that would be that.
But do you view this as work?
No. This is all. It's fun. It's
fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of cleaning, but it's fun.
That's cool that you still have that attitude.
Yeah.
That you still are enjoying it after so long, even though you're working full time somewhere else and here, and you're still enjoying it. That's awesome.
I mean, I think it's our business structure, really, right?
Yeah.
We started with all my homebrew equipment. It was
Mm-hmm.
1 barrel system, doubled up, right? So it's or a half barrel system doubled up. So.
And you were doing growlers. We got a growl. I haven't
We did. That's right. That's right.
You're not doing growlers anymore.
We
Right?
still have them. So like if people want growlers, I'll do them because I'm not going to not sell beer.
Right.
Right? So, and
Exactly.
then most
doing
people,
crawlers
Most
now.
people do crawlers, right? And then
Yeah.
and then like I said, Rainy Day Fund. That was the first beer that we put in 16-ounce cans. We did 2 barrels of cans out of the 3-barrel batch that we did, and they were gone in a month.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, which is awesome.
What is your plan going forward? Like,
I mean, I think we want to grow. I think we want to, we get crushed because people still want outdoor space. Regardless of the COVID stuff or I think people
it's
just
nice
like to be
weather. They just
outside.
want to be outside.
And
Yeah, we drove up here and I was like, oh man, they don't have an outdoor.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The town probably doesn't wants you to pay.
Oh, you also
permit
only
or
have a
something.
sidewalk.
Well, that's
You don't
it, yeah.
have-
Yeah, what do you got?
Because it goes into the sidewalk.
Well, we do have. We're thinking about putting out. Have you guys seen a parklet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
first time we went up to, we did a family vacation up in Vermont, Burlington.
Nice.
That was the first time I ever seen a parklet.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fell in love.
gotta do it,
So
yeah.
so I think we're gonna ask the town if we can do like 2 parklets out there, take up 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Give
Yeah.
us a little bit of outdoor space, and it'll be kind of cool,
Yeah, that would be cool.
But yeah, I mean, I think.
I don't know. I appreciate being inside when it's fucking wicked.
Well, that's it, right?
You know,
Well,
it's
you have
like-
the
do really
option,
well when it's
right?
really hot because
Yeah.
we got
You have AC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
AC's blaring and
Yeah.
like you know what I mean, and the beer's cold and people are excited about it. But it's like
It's fun to
75 degrees. It's people are like, I just want to be outside.
yeah, it's fun to sit outside like May to June and
It's
then
so much
like
fun.
September to October.
Yeah.
Like, that's
What
what's
else
up.
outside?
So I think we love Millbury. We don't really want to go anywhere, but we
Cool.
definitely need a bigger brew space because the
Yeah,
brew
but that's
space
crazy.
is tiny.
Year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half.
Good for
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of, even local like bars and restaurants and stuff that want our stuff.
That's awesome.
But I'm like, like I'm taking away from
As-
the tap.
Yeah, you gotta
Right,
fit the
right.
yeah.
So
But did you envision that a year and a half ago?
no, I would have.
Because I remember
awesome.
when we first started and you guys were just like, yeah, we're just happy to be open.
Yeah.
And it's like,
You guys are so excited, I feel
we
like.
could totally
Yeah.
empathize with that because it's like, we talk to breweries and they're like, I don't know how the fuck we're going to open in this climate right now.
Yeah.
Are people going to come to the brewery when the summer comes? Like,
Yeah.
people did.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Like, do you ever
You
sit back?
survived.
Do you ever sit back and just like when you're in Vermont, right?
Yeah.
Like, were you able to sit back and be like, fuck, we did it. I'm in Vermont right now.
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely. I think you know what. So 2 things on that. One, at least twice a weekend, I have to like have the conversation of when did you open,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff,
Of
which is
course.
fine, right? Like
Yeah.
I love talking about it, so
Sure.
it doesn't matter. But people are like, oh my god, you opened in the middle of COVID, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like shocked, right?
It kind of gives you a badge of honor, though.
Yeah,
like,
Right?
come on.
You
Like,
should wear that just every day.
You know what though? It's like it's that's rock bottom, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you think
Can't
about
get
it,
worse.
like, can't get any worse than that.
So if you survive that, then like,
right?
yeah.
So like I don't look at it like.
and
it
you were
was
just
negative.
doing growlers.
Yeah, well, growlers, and we had tap room.
Yeah.
Right.
Because at that time, we had.
But
a food
again,
truck
just
and that
tap room. We didn't have like outdoor space
sure.
or whatever else.
But it-
Like,
and,
yeah.
I'll do fairness. All the things the state threw at breweries to be like,
It was rough.
listen,
and you guys
like,
killed
and
it.
it was town to town. Like, we're not trying to talk shit,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, you had to get a food truck. We talked about this in our last episode. It's just like there are so many parameters of the food truck where they have families too. Like,
Yeah.
if somebody gets sick and they're like, we can't come.
Yep.
You're closed.
Yeah.
We ran out of corn, and our main thing is corn tortillas.
or whatever.
Corn on the,
yeah.
corn on the cob. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're corn on the cob.
all
We
there.
ran out of corn. All right, well, you're open from 6 to 9 and you're closed at 7?
Yeah.
Sorry, we got to
Yeah.
go.
Exactly.
Like, that's a tough thing.
No, for sure. It was tough. But like I said,
And that's not to throw shade at any
Yeah,
home.
for
That's
sure.
just the reality of it. Yeah.
no, definitely. I mean, it was tough. But like I said, the way I looked at it was rock bottom, and there was no better time to start. And we're only going to do better from there. Which obviously we're growing and we're moving, so it is happening.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
is
when
crazy,
I first came here, there was no art on the walls.
yeah,
When you first
Yeah.
came, no art
Yeah.
on the walls. What did you have, like 3 beers on tap?
probably.
I don't remember, but it wasn't much.
I had 3 core beers, which
Yeah.
were Potty Mouth,
Potty Mouth,
Couchdiver,
yeah.
Vacation Fund,
Right.
and then a yard sale beer.
Yeah, I think
Right?
that sounds about right.
Probably the Dunkel.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
the
yard
Dunkel,
sale
that's
number one.
exactly
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sale number 1, yeah.
Yep.
So
Not a traditional brewer brewing a fucking dunkel. Come on.
yeah, but I did put like citrusy hops.
Yeah,
in it,
no,
so,
I know.
you know what I mean? Like, so
Well, as we wrap this up, I'm going to ask one of my OG questions is, what do you want to learn more about?
Man, I don't know. What do I want to learn more about?
I forgot about this question.
That's a good
one.
Did you? Your memory's good. It's short, huh?
I just want to learn more about you, Ryan.
You know what? I'm going to get really nerdy on this one.
Yes.
Yeast.
All right.
Yeast
All
is
right.
Good
Yeah,
answer. Good
No,
answer.
right?
Because there is a lot to it.
Yeah, there's that's a whole world that I don't understand.
It's a whole new
You know,
world.
we
Stop
do,
it.
we don't reuse, we don't wash yeast, we don't reuse it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like a new batch of yeast every time.
Yeah.
Which obviously is not great for
Money-wise.
Money, yeah.
You don't have like a house strand. Like
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Right. Like, well, we have whatever strand for
Right, but
each
you
different
could
beer.
potentially reuse that
Yeah,
strain if
exactly.
you
Repitch
could
it.
better
Yeah.
store it or whatever.
And you know, I've never really got into the whole yeast thing, and so it's a strange little weird area that I'd love to get more into.
Yeah. Well, there's only 24 hours in a day.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
So figure it out.
yeah, you'll figure it out. Yeah. The real answer should have been how to make 26 hours.
Yeah, right.
So I could study for 2 hours to get that. Yeah.
But it's not fair though, right? Because if I ditch my day job, then I'd get a lot more hours, right?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So Penny Pinchers, where are you physically located?
Millbury, Mass.
Yep. The address?
75 Elm Street.
Oh, you
Millbury,
know
Mass.
it. Great job. Nice. Nice.
And you're located on social media. I know your wife handles the marketing. But
Yeah.
what's the social
Facebook,
media?
It's Penny Pinchers Brewing on Facebook. I think it's Penny Pinchers Brewing or Penny Pinch Brew on Instagram.
We'll link it in the bio.
Yeah, just search
Yeah.
Penny Pinchers. They'll pop up.
And are you guys are Thursday through Sunday operation?
Yeah, Thursday we do trivia. We have Opinionation.
Ooh, I saw that. Yeah.
You guys ever done that?
No.
No.
What is this? Explain, please.
Oh, it's so
'Cause
good.
I've seen it all around.
Yeah.
Opinionation, yeah.
So it is a Family Feud style trivia.
Oh, yes.
Does the person dress up like Steve Harvey with a mustache?
She does not. But there's just as much yelling usually.
I love it.
So, because it's not the right answer. It's,
Okay.
It's the opinion.
It's opinion. So the questions have been polled to 100 people,
So it doesn't even matter.
right? Yeah. You can use your cell phone. Everything. The only rule is you can't talk out loud. So
This is Thursday nights?
Thursday nights.
That's
Ryan, we
awesome.
should go. Erica, we should go.
Done.
We're gonna.
People
we want.
don't
Done.
appreciate my opinion.
Well, guess what? On
I feel
Thursdays,
like
they
they would.
will.
I feel like they would.
Thursdays. Cool.
Yeah, you have to.
Nice.
You're basically guessing, right? Like what the 3:00 crowd out of the bar
Is feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So,
And Thursday through Sunday, is that going to remain through the?
yeah,
of the year.
I think
For the
so.
time being.
Probably, yeah.
Cool.
We're looking to try to expand our hours,
Yeah.
but
But at minimum,
Exactly.
we're saying, yeah, all right,
Thursday
cool.
through Sunday,
Yeah.
yeah.
And as always, we suggest that people go to the Facebook or
Yeah,
the
check the
Instagram
socials.
or website just to make sure that they're open. Because do you do private events?
we do private events.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We've had a bunch of private events, bridal showers, which is like
I've seen a lot of those
We've
at
seen
breweries.
them
It's just so
now,
funny
yeah.
because, no, sorry. I'm thinking of
First
baby
birthdays?
showers. I've seen
Yeah.
baby showers,
Okay.
which is crazy because,
The baby can't drink.
yeah, nobody can drink. So it's like,
That's just societal
Why?
norms.
Yeah.
Baby could drink, but societal norms. I am just kidding. I swear to God, this is a joke.
Yeah, we had birthday parties. We have a few of those. Let's see what else. Somebody else just reached out to something that was
Was it
very
bar mitzvah?
strange. Yeah, I know it wasn't that, but it was something just as
Damn.
strange. But I can't remember what it was. But yeah, we do private events.
love it.
So definitely check our socials on that.
Yep. And then there's a ton of good restaurants around here too, right?
Yeah, we're bring your own food friendly.
Yep.
And super family friendly, by the way, too. I don't know if you guys
Pet friendly or no?
pet friendly.
You
Yeah.
guys have an awesome little space up top there for kids. I mean,
Yeah.
for anyone, as an adult, I'd sit up there. Like,
Yeah.
You're gonna play with the kids.
but
set over
yeah,
there?
I would. I'd play the kids' kitchenette. That's awesome.
I
just
think
play the
but-
arcade game. Yeah.
every comic.
Yeah,
So that's where we put all the comedians. We do a comedy show
I love it.
every 3 months.
Yeah.
And like a bunch of Boston comedians will come out and do a show.
God.
And so we put them back there, and it's guaranteed that they're taking pictures. every
Someone's
time with,
saying
the
something.
kitchens and stuff.
Yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
all back there, like, doing something stupid with the
That's
kitchen.
awesome.
But yeah, it's awesome. Like kids in the back, which is fun. super dog friendly.
Dogs are allowed inside here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dogs
but
are
that's a Millbury thing, right?
No, that's a us thing.
Cool.
So we decided that as long as the customer experience comes first, and your dog isn't bothering the customers, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Jay, thanks for doing this today.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been awesome.
No, definitely.
This is a lot of fun.
Great catching up with you.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. So come out to Millbury. There's a lot of great breweries around the area, and make sure you stop at Penny Pitcher. And if you rate a beer on Untapped,
Rate it amazing.
Rate it amazing.
Five bottle caps.
Yeah, don't rate it.
No.
Or
Take
don't
Ryan,
rate it.
don't
Yeah.
rate
Ryan's,
it.
yeah.
Just write your own review
Correct.
in the comments, right?
Yeah. No, but congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Seriously.
You're still here, and that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we talked to you, right? You were open, what, 2 weeks?
A week, 2 weeks, maybe. I don't even know.
I think it was 2 months, right?
Was it 2 months?
Yeah,
Okay. It was
2
real
months, yeah.
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to go from a 1 barrel system to a 3 barrel system in that short of time.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I hope you sit back and kind of like
Appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's humbling. It's definitely
sure.
a lot of fun. Like I said, most of the stuff that we're doing is just fun, right? It's just like, how can we have the most fun?
Yeah.
Throw sweet potato and fluff in a beer, or
Why
it's a
not?
weird one. He'll hate it.
I want to hear it.
He's gonna hate it.
Yeah.
We did for Thanksgiving last
Wait,
year.
just think I have to drive back with him 2 hours. He's going to be talking about
Oh, I know. He's gonna hate it, and you're gonna hate me for it.
No, not speak a word.
We did a craisin saison.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of the craisins either, but
It was fantastic.
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
sure.
fantastic. Like
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what's been fun. Like, right, we have a lot of regular customers, the Mug Club and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
And the people are like, "What the hell? I'm never gonna get this yard sale series again."
Yeah.
I'm like,
No.
I don't know. You never know. Like, we'll bring it back maybe.
Yeah.
But we have so many fall beers that we did, like that
Yep.
one or the sweet potato one, and it's people are just like, "I gotta have it. Can you do it again? Can you do it again?"
fall beer is the best beer in my opinion.
I agree. It's the best time for fall or for beer. Fall is the best.
It's the best time for fall too.
Yeah.
Fall. Yeah, you're right.
Nice.
Cool.
We're doing a Stein holding competition.
Ooh,
Oh,
what?
Come out.
I don't know. Ryan saw me carrying the cases coming in. I don't think I could do very well.
You'll be all right. You'll be all pumped up. Have a
That's
couple
right.
of beers.
That's right.
Pumped.
Awesome.
Well, Jay, thanks for doing this today.
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
We
for
want all
coming
our
out.
listeners to come out to Millbury and check out Penny Pitchers.
Yeah.
And I'd love to come back and talk with you in the future.
Yeah, I mean,
We will.
anytime. You guys are always welcome.
Awesome.
Definitely.
You guys want to do a collab? We'll definitely be,
Oh,
we'll be open to a collab. too.
Ryan,
I'll write
can we
that
do
down.
Can we do a collab that Ryan's
Yeah, can we do
morally
it with like
against?
a
Yes,
lot of
100%.
marshmallow?
I'm 100% in
Yes.
that.
But like the goal of it is to like convert him. Be like, oh, that's so fucked up in his brain.
He'll
but he's
never
like, I love
admit it. Like
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
can get
I
it. We
see
can
this
get it.
gleam in his eyes when he had the peanut butter hat.
Right, right.
That I feel like he
He was
might have actually
interested.
liked it, but he would never
Yeah,
tell
but
me that he.
you have to
No.
understand.
No.
I'm teasing. He's like, no, I hated it.
Ryan's family owns a fish market. If we did something with fish,
Some
A
scallops.
goza?
No.
Huh? What do you think?
Lobster.
Okay, I'm in.
ooh, like a brine,
Yeah,
like a goza.
lobster brine. We'll have to talk to Ray Pickup from Rockport and give the inside tips.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna.
Other than that,
We'll talk off air.
everyone have a great whatever rest of the day.
we love you.
Interview is over.
We love you a lot.
Loves. Cheers.
See
Cheers.
ya.